What's up guys, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyasha and this is Makeup It Different. I am back with a video that I thought did my favorite foundations, like top 6 foundations and drugstore to high end. And I never did concealer, no powders, no none of that, you know. So I thought, let me come here and do favorite drugstore concealers. Like, I think I only use drugstore concealers because I think they're really up their game. They're really good, and you don't need to pay about £20 to use a concealer, you know what I mean? Especially if it's like this small. But I've got some concealers here. I think I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I've got 9 concealers, and I'm going to quickly just talk about my favorite concealers that I use that are drugstore. So if you want to see how this video goes, stay tuned. We're first starting off with Makeup Revolution because I've got loads of their concealers. I've actually got 2 more, but I thought they're quite similar, so I'll stick to these 3. So I'll start off with one of my least favorite, but I still use it the days if I've got my skin's feeling a little bit dry. So I feel like this concealer is so much better for people who got dry skin. So this one's called Revolution Pro Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer. So it is good, but it takes a while. I like concealers that dry, not quick, but slowly. They do end up dry, but they still don't stay moist, because that can mess up when it comes to setting the under eye. So this is a good concealer if you've got like dry skin. Like I said, I use it only when I feel like my skin's feeling a little bit dry, or I mix it with a concealer that's really dry and I put just a little tiny bit of this and it works perfectly. So yeah, I really love this concealer. Moving on to another Revolution Pro. This is called Revolution Pro. So this one is a full coverage camouflage concealer. I use this, but I kind of stopped a while, but I still like just hoping there. It is super full coverage. It does dry a little bit quick, but it is workable, and I really love it actually. But I've not been using it as much because, you know, when you get new products, you tend to use those new products, especially if you really like them. So yeah, this is another one, Revolution Pro Camouflage Concealer. And going again to another Revolution. This one's called Conceal and Define. This was one of the they came out with the first ever concealers. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I literally gravitated to that, and a lot of people compared it to Too Faced concealer, and I was like, oh, okay, well, why am I going to spend £27 when I can get something for £9? That's kind of giving you the same vibes. And I use this in a C12 again, because this, however, dries quickly, but it's so flawless. If I tell you, this concealer is flawless, honey, and I love it. The finish of it, beautiful. Now that we're finished with the Revolution concealers, which is only 3 of them, there's other 2, but never mind that. We'll be moving on to the Maybelline concealer. I was a bit, you know, skeptical about this because I was like, I'm not sure, because I tend to, when I like something, I tend to stick to it and I just keep buying. But obviously, as a makeup artist or as someone who just likes makeup, I have to try other things. And obviously, the fact that I do makeup on here, I have to try the things, and the people that watch want to know what is it, what's new, what's good, okay? So I like this one. It's called Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I've seen some people actually use this as foundation, so I'm yet to try that. Today I actually used a foundation for a concealer for my foundation, and it's super flawless. I actually love it. Yes, so this is nice. It's got like a little sponge thing, which is easy. It makes it easy to apply. Most people don't like it because it's quite thick at the top, and to get in between here, it can be a little bit hard, but it's really good. As you can see, it's almost finished because I used it a lot. It doesn't dry that quick, but you know, you can just put it on and do whatever other stuff that you need to do on your face while you let it dry. So it still works completely fine for me, and it's in a shade 145 Warm Olive. So this is the color, the shade that I use. If you think you are also a similar shade, we are on number 5. It's the Sleek LIFEEPROOF Concealer. Yes, I do love this concealer. It does remind me of the Revolution concealer. It is in the shade Cafe Macchiato. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's in the shade Cafe Macchiato. It is a little bit lighter, but I like it anyway. But they messed up with the smell. It smells like nail polish, and if I am going to do someone's makeup, I would not use this, because nobody wants their face smelling like nail polish. They'll think like, oh, something, you know, I'm gonna have a skin reaction, and you don't want that. So I was like, oh, it's such a good concealer, but it smells really bad. Why did they do this? But Sleek, come on, you guys are so good. Like, one of my favorite black owned brands. So yeah, it's still a good concealer if you can look past the smell. I still use it. I think I even used it today, but this smells not nice. And it's better to have, if you've got sensitive skin, I don't recommend using this, because I don't know the chemicals that could be in there that cause the smell, that can cause you to have a skin reaction, and you don't want that. So I don't have sensitive skin, and whenever I've used it, I've not had issues, but obviously I can only speak for myself. But yeah, Sleek, yeah, it's good. It's a good concealer if you can look past the smell. It's not that expensive, actually. It's only £9, similar price to the Revolution concealer Indian fan. Going to my other favorite, if you've got dry skin, it's actually like a concealer stick and also a contour stick. It's from NYX, and I kind of finished it, but I'm still showing it to ya. So this part is the concealer part, and that part is the contour part. I use that. That's gone. Like, there is no life, it's gone. Okay, use this only if you got dry skin, or if you're just normal skin. Like I say, I only use concealers that are quite dewy if I'm having dry skin some way, like, you know, because that happens, especially going to winter. I get dry skin, but yeah, so I'll be prepared to use this again. So yeah, I do love this. It's called NYX Professional Makeup Wonder Stick. We got 3 left. I'm gonna have like them in the description box, and you can click the links and read it for yourself what they do. You know, it's always good to go in and search for yourself. Don't just buy things because someone said buy it. If you have like skin issues and that, it's always good to research and find out some things, especially if like so many things got alcohol in it. I would avoid it if you got sensitive skin or something like that, right? So one of my favorite, the e.l.f. concealer. It's called e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. Boy, did I let me tell you something. This concealer dries so quick. I have to mix these ones together so that there is like a middle finish. So it's not too matte, it's super matte. You have to start, you know how you leave the concealer to like just sit down and sit on your skin. Don't do it with this one, because you will regret. I think there was a video where I even struggled to blend it, and I was like, I wanted you guys to see it because I could have edited it out, that this concealer is good, but it dries super quick. So if you've got oily skin, this is your concealer, because it's not gonna go nowhere. I'm telling you, it's not going anywhere. It's really good though. I really love it. It does, however, got like a yellowy finish, and the color is called Deep Olive. So I do like it, especially if I'm using like a reddish foundation, because that gives like a balance. However, you can always mix it with something that is more neutral, and you know, it's all about mixing. I find that with makeup sometimes you can't just stick to one thing, you have to mix it up. So yeah, I really like this concealer. But it is good for summer because it's not going nowhere. It's boom, stuck on. So yeah, get this on if you got if you've got an oily skin and whatnot. Even maybe use it for foundation. I have a combination skin, so I don't really need it like that. And then I've got another one called by L'Oreal Paris. And this one's called Infallible, More Than a Concealer. Yes, it is, because I used this as a foundation today. I've not tried the actual concealers for the under eye, so I'm still just giving it a hype because I can see how flawless my makeup is today because I used this. And I've done obviously a video for how I did the makeup. It's actually just to get ready to me, no talking, just music and vibing, you know what I mean? So this is a coffee, so it's like my skin tone. It is, however, a little bit dark compared to how I would go for my foundations, but I always like to balance it with the lighter, like 3 shade lighter concealer, and that gives it a good balance. So even if the foundation is dark for me, it don't really matter. But yeah, it's a good concealer slash foundation. I can see why they say more than a concealer. It doesn't dry so quickly. I think it's just got like it does dry but not too quickly, like slowly does its thing. So you can work with this one. I really love it. And this was my go-to concealer for years, like especially when I started makeup as a makeup artist. It was good, like everybody was using it. This was the Beauty by JJ makeup cup. Is it makeup pumpkin, little pumpkin pie, Jackie Anna? Yeah, she used to use this and I was like, oh, it's only £6. Obviously it's not £6 anymore, but this is such a great concealer. I don't use it as much, but it's always going to be in my makeup bag because it's such a flawless finish. It doesn't dry quickly, but it does dry at the end. You have to kind of give it time. I use in a shade, I've got like 3 or 2 of them. This one is Toffee, but I also use Fawn. But I like Toffee because it's more neutral, it's not yellowy. Fawn tends to be a little bit yellowy, but I still use it just the same way as the e.l.f. So this LA Girl Pro Concealer. LA Girl Pro Concealer, everybody knows this. Every makeup artist, every grandmother makeup artist. I've even seen a couple of people use this as a foundation. Like, I haven't tried that. I'm yet to try that. I really want to explore just using everything, you know, using makeup as everything. You don't need to stick to one thing. Like, that's the fun thing about makeup. Go out, go in, go out, you know what I mean? If you like an oldie but goodie, get yourself this, obviously. Try it as well as foundation because you never know, you could like it, you know? So yeah, that is it. That is it, guys. That goes for all my concealers, drugstore concealers here. 9 of them, and I really hope you enjoy this video. You love these concealers, they're so good. And please, if there's any other concealers that I don't know about that is drugstore, let me know. I'll try it out. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Press that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.